begin the Yin Yoga. So for the Yin Yoga practice, today we're going to work on the sixth chakra, which is the Ajna, the third eye chakra, and it has to do with the vision, clarity, but it also has to do with whatever happens in the head. So when it's in balance, people tend to suffer migraines or headaches or even have vision problems. So the poses are going to be very similar. The 6th and 7th chakra, they're very similar. They're considered the highest ones. So they're working the same area of the body or very close to each other. So we're going to begin the first pose. Make sure that you have pillows and blocks for support if you need. And if you ever feel uncomfortable in any of the poses, you simply release it and go back to your sitting. Since this pose, which is called Sukhasana or easy pose, the sitting cross-legged, is one of the poses for this sequence. So you can always come back to here. Our first posture is going to be the supported child pose. You're going to sit on your heels and you can spread your knees as wide as you feel comfortable. Now you're gonna bring the pillow, the bolster, or whatever it is that you have in front of you and put it a little bit in between your legs. Now, I'm going to leave this pillow on the floor because it's comfortable for me. But if you need to elevate the pillow just to be more comfortable and put less pressure on your knees, you can make the pillow higher by putting the blocks underneath the pillow, making it higher, or even more pillows, so whatever it is that you have. You can also do this pose sitting on another pillow or putting a few blocks as you sit, and then elevating the pillow as well, so you don't put a lot of pressure on your knees. So there's a few ways that you can do this. If the pains happen to be, or the discomfort happen to be on your ankles, you can roll a blanket and then just put it underneath, or even roll your mat, which is even easier, to give extra cushioning for your ankles as you're staying in this pose for 5 minutes. So go ahead and pick the pose the way it works for you. And just bring your hands on each side of the pillow. As you slice them forward, you just drop the chest and you relax either side of your face. And if you feel like having your chin or forehead on the floor helps as well, you can go for it. It's easier to breathe when your head is on the side. And we just relax into child pose. very slowly start coming back up, sitting up. And take a moment into this pose. Just sitting, allowing the blood flow. Take your time. Open your eyes if they were closed and move the pillow on the side. And we're gonna go into our next posture, which is hero pose. Now for hero pose, you're going to be sitting on your heels. So again, this is the same, very similar to the child because of the position of the legs. So if you need cushioning for your ankles, you feel free to roll the mat or put a blanket, roll blanket there. If you happen to have the blocks or pillows, then you're just going to spread your legs and sit on the pillow and make it as high as it is comfortable for you to sit. Your hands will rest on your thighs, your spine will be elongated, your chest and open, and your shoulders relax. So bring your shoulders up, back and down, and you're going to gaze to the front. You can close your eyes, but make sure that your head is neutral, not low, not high, simply neutral. We're just gonna get into hero pose, whatever position worked for you. Stay connected to the breath and keep your attention in between your eyebrows. Ajna, the sixth chakra, the third eye. Very slowly open your eyes. And you're going to extend the legs forward. This is how we release in this pose. So we can allow the circulation to happen. If you need to shake your legs, otherwise just stay with your legs extended for a few seconds. If you feel like you need to do a few twists of the spine towards one side and towards the other, you can go for it as well. And now we're going to move into the next posture for the Yin Yoga, for Ajna Chakra. This is called Garudasana or Eagle. And we're gonna do the sitting version of Eagle. So we're gonna bend the knees and place the right foot underneath the left leg, and then try to bring the left leg over the right. Now, this can be a little tricky. The idea for this pose is that the left foot is not necessarily grounded on the floor, but the outer edge of the foot, the sole of the foot is pointing out, basically. So the outer edge is in contact with the floor. So this is the first variation you could do, just doing your best. And if you want to go deeper, you're gonna try to bring that left knee right on top of the right knee. So again, you want to be mindful of your knees. So just by bending it and keeping it up, one on top of the other, it's a good way to start, as long as the sole of the foot is not necessarily grounded on the mat. So wherever you are, once your legs are crossed, you can rest your hands on the sides, or if you want to go even deeper, and this is just optional, you can bring the right elbow on top of the left and then keep your arms interlaced as well. And we're just going to hold this one for 3 minutes because we got to do both sides. So you can close your eyes and breathe. And slowly let go. If your arms were interlaced, let them go and roll the shoulders back in circles. Big circles, releasing tension. And extend the legs forward and shake them against the floors nice and gently. before we switch. And now we're gonna move on into bending the knees, and now bring the left foot underneath. So then the right leg can go right over the left. Just remember that the sole of your foot is pointing out and not grounded. And then you try your best to place the right knee right on top of the left, or get it as close as possible. Your hips are grounded, your back is straight, and then if you want to, rest your hands on the side, you stay in this pose. If you want to cross your arms, you're gonna bring the left elbow on top of the right now. So you just do the opposite. And then once you are in the pose, you simply connect to the breath. You can close your eyes or gaze to a steady point. And again, feel free to make any adjustments that work for you to be comfortable and be able to hold this pose in stillness for 3 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes. And slowly release, let go. Roll the shoulders, making big circles. Extend the legs to the front. You can shake them. You can do a twist of the spine, whatever feels good for you at this moment. And now the last one that we are going to do is easy pose, as I showed you before. So we're going to link it to the Zazen part. So what we're gonna do is, during Zazen, try to sit with the legs crossed, but for that you can use a pillow as a support. So the way to use the pillow is just elevating the hips. You're not necessarily sitting right on top of the pillow, but just on the edge, in a way that your knees can go down. Your legs will be crossed, one foot in front of the other. This is Sukhasana, easy pose. Now you're gonna pick your mudra. You're going to pick your mudra, connect to your breath. And we're gonna stay seated for a while. welcome to stay in Zazen for a few more minutes. If you want to release, just bring your palms together in front of your heart, remembering the intention you set at the beginning of the class. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. One more time, breathe in and breathe out. We finish our class saying Namaste. Thank you.